Well, it is a long way from a farm in Saskatchewan to an orphanage in Cambodia. But that's the unlikely journey a Canadian woman named Marie Enns has made. Her life's mission is to care for Cambodian orphans and families living with AIDS. And she got it all going at a time in her life when most people are retiring. Enns is 80 years old now, and her place of rescue is making a huge difference in hundreds of lives. As Robin Gill reports.
Oh, you have many cars.
Marie Enns is a grandmother to almost 500 children. They even call her Matye, grandma in Cambodian.
The love of all those children, there's just nothing you can compare to it.
The missionary was told to retire at the age of 66, but she still wanted to work. The farm girl from Regina had already made Cambodia home. Cambodia, once under French rule, had seen decades of civil war. In the 70s, the Khmer Rouge came to power and carried out a campaign of mass killing. Amid the country's tumultuous and vicious politics, there was another crisis, an AIDS epidemic. In 2001, 3% of the population was infected. They had nowhere to turn. In 2003, Marie decided to open a hospice and called it Place of Rescue. There were no antiviral drugs available to these patients at the time.
They all died, and they left us their children, so we knew we'd have to do something to care for the children.
Marie wasn't going to turn away the orphans. She provided them with a home. Nee was their first child. More than 10 years later, she's preparing to go to university to study medicine.
She grew up at the orphanage, and watching her grow up and develop into this beautiful, lovely young woman, it's very, very gratifying.
Place of Rescue has grown into 22 houses to take care of AIDS patients and 3 orphanages for the little ones.
When we started, I never would have believed we'd have what we have now. It absolutely blows me away. I cry for joy all the time.
Volunteers marvel at Marie's energy to keep it all on track.
To reach your retirement age and then decide to take all your savings and go and love on people across the world who have very little, and make that the next chapter of your life is a big inspiration.
Some of the children are on a tour of Canada, an exchange of culture, and a way to meet with the people who fund Place of Rescue. The children always have time for a woman they see as an example.
She's a great person.
And at age 80, Marie isn't slowing down anytime soon. The matriarch only wants to add to her brood.
I would love to have 1,000. We've come this far in 10 years, so next 10 or 15 years we should get there. I'm planning to live to 95 at least.
That's what makes Marie Enns this week's everyday hero.